Welcome to AnimeFan Narrations, Solo Leveling, Episode 25, Chapter 75.
Jinwoo didn't want to take the retest until Yoo Jinho and his father's deal was finalized. If everything was sorted on their end, Jinwoo had no more worries. He suspected Yoo Jinho's cheerful greeting meant good news, but hearing it directly was reassuring.
Hyungnim, I was actually about to come see you to talk about... Huh?
The call abruptly ended. Jinwoo checked his phone. It had died because the battery was drained.
Well, I did forget to charge it before going into the Demon Castle.
Still, it was good to know Yoo Jinho had succeeded. Jinwoo changed his clothes. The association HQ was nearby. He could complete the retest quickly.
Oh, right.
Halfway out the door, he remembered his sister. She would worry if he disappeared again without saying anything after just coming home. He left a brief note on the kitchen table. Appa came home and left. With a satisfied smile, Jinwoo left the house. It had been a long time since Jinwoo had stood before the awakened being ranking test office.
Has it been 4 years?
Feeling nostalgic, Jinwoo approached the employee at the reception desk. The employee didn't look up.
Your proof of identity and contact information, please.
Recalling the procedure from last time, Jinwoo handed over the prepared documents. The employee glanced at Jinwoo's proof of identity and looked puzzled.
This is a hunter's license.
Yep.
The employee seemed confused.
If you have any complaints about your rank, that's handled in a different office.
No, I'm here for a retest.
Huh?
The employee looked back and forth between Jinwoo's face and the license, then raised a finger.
One moment.
The employee stood up and approached a middle-aged man who seemed to have a short temper.
Deputy, a hunter is here for a retest. What should I do?
Retest? What's his current rank?
E rank, sir.
The deputy glanced over at Jinwoo.
It happens occasionally. Some hunters can't accept their rank.
So you think this guy is one of them?
Reawakened my foot. He just can't deal with the fact that other hunters are making more money and getting more fame than him. People like that are a hassle if you entertain them too long. Tell him he has to pay the retest fee and send him to the testing building.
Yes, sir.
Relieved, the employee returned to the reception desk. The deputy watched the interaction between the employee and Jinwoo, clicked his tongue, and then turned back to his computer. Suddenly, he froze. That name. He felt like he had heard it before.
Where was it?
After Jinwoo headed to the testing building, the deputy quietly approached the employee.
That E-rank hunter just now. What was his name?
Sung Jinwoo, do you know him?
No, I don't think so.
But the deputy couldn't shake the feeling that the name was familiar. Racking his brain, he suddenly remembered, and his eyes widened. Someone had asked him to notify them if a hunter named Sung Jinwoo came for a test.
Why didn't he recall sooner?
The deputy quickly retreated to a corner and made a phone call.
Hello, this is Baek Yoonho.
Guildmaster Baek. It's about that hunter you asked about, Sung Jinwoo. He's here for a retest. How did you know he would come?
Sung Jinwoo came to the testing office?
Yes, he just requested a retest.
The deputy thought the call had ended, but after a moment, an urgent voice continued.
Can you delay his test even for a little while? I'm on my way.
The deputy tilted his head in confusion. Was he mistaken? Guildmaster Baek Yoonho sounded anxious.
What a strange day.
Unfortunately, it was out of his control now.
He already left for the testing building. Wait, what's going on?
Young-gisu ended his call with Baek Yoonho, puzzled. It was strange enough that an E-rank hunter was here for a retest, but now Baekho's guildmaster was coming to check on the results.
Could he be legit?
If Baek Yoonho was taking this seriously, maybe there was something to it. Young quickly dismissed the thought.
Nah, no way.
Awakening after awakening was extremely rare. Was it a few months ago? The entire association went into a frenzy over a potential reawakening candidate, but nothing came of it. Confirmed cases were exceedingly rare, but mistaken cases were numerous.
Lots of deluded individuals come here for retests, wasting our resources.
Baekho must have been mistaken. Still, to maintain good relations with Baekho, Jung-gisu couldn't refuse Baek Yoonho's request.
I'm heading out. I'll be right back.
Huh? Where are you going, Deputy?
I just remembered I have something to take care of in Building B.
Building B was the association's term for the building housing the magic power measuring equipment, where hunters' rankings were evaluated.
All right, understood.
Call me if anything happens.
Yes, sir.
Though he kept thinking, Young-gisu pictured Baek Yoonho's face as he made his way to Building B.
Reawakening my foot.
Jinwoo took a seat at the end of the waiting room. 3 others were also waiting for their tests. Their faces were tense with nerves. Jinwoo could relate.
After all, the test results will shape their futures.
He had felt the same way the first time he waited here. He remembered hoping to become a high ranker back then. The young man from 4 years ago dreamed of B rank, A rank, and even deluded himself into imagining he could be an S ranker. Receiving his E rank had shattered those dreams. Thinking back to that day, Jinwoo smiled nostalgically.
Why is he smiling?
How can he smile at a time like this?
The others stared at Jinwoo in confusion, but he remained relaxed.
Was he born with a strong heart?
He doesn't seem nervous at all.
Jinwoo's confident demeanor made the others feel more anxious. They exchanged glances with each other.
Looks like nothing has changed.
Jinwoo remembered this part too. Waiting here filled you with anxiety, and people would glance at each other, curious about their results. Still smiling, Jinwoo looked around the room. Just like the people, the building itself hadn't changed. Since the Hunter Association was only 10 years old, the building looked relatively new. The interiors were as he remembered, except for one thing.
Those people over there.
Jinwoo noticed a group of well-dressed men and women across the room. The man next to him started a conversation.
They're from various guilds.
Guilds?
Yeah. Hunters don't typically seek out small guilds to join, so representatives come here to recruit fresh rankers.
The group did seem to exude a cold, competitive vibe.
And the way they're watching us with anticipation.
It all made sense now.
Just in case you don't know, you should avoid joining those guilds.
Why?
From what I've heard, small guilds take on dangerous raids and lose a lot of hunters.
Jinwoo nodded in understanding. That made sense. Small guilds were likely in tough positions. Raiding low-level dungeons like private parties wouldn't generate much income, and they lacked the strength to properly raid high-level dungeons. Because of this, small guilds often faced incidents.
So, recruiting new members is crucial for them.
This explained why small guilds came to the association building for recruitment. The man who started the conversation wiped the sweat from his brow with a handkerchief.
Since we've met here, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Yoon Jung-hoon.
I'm Sung Jinwoo.
With brief introductions, the two men returned to waiting in silence.
Next person.
The measuring room was open, so people could see the expressions of the employees and the person being tested. The latest person tested didn't look happy.
Must be E or D.
The guild representatives showed no interest, reaching the same conclusion as Jinwoo. It was an honest reaction. Jinwoo wondered if they had a way of knowing the exact results somehow.
Next person.
Another result came out. This one also seemed disappointing. The man walked out with heavy steps. Well, it made sense.
If high rankers appeared frequently, they wouldn't be so revered.
For the average person, even achieving a C rank was a big deal. They could earn a lot through private parties, and with luck, they could join a large guild. Even Baekho's new recruits included 4 C rank members. Entering a large guild meant an income comparable to a doctor or lawyer. The man next to Jinwoo started talking again.
I've heard that the signing bonuses for large guilds are amazing.
The man's hand holding the handkerchief trembled slightly.
To be honest, I'm in a bit of debt. I have to live away from my daughter, and all this is making me anxious.
Realizing he was oversharing, the man quickly bowed to Jinwoo.
Sorry, I shouldn't be saying all this to a stranger. How embarrassing. I tend to talk too much when I'm nervous.
It's all right.
Jinwoo smiled and nodded. Another awakened being exited the testing room.
Next person, please.
It was the man's turn. However, he suddenly grabbed Jinwoo's sleeve and shook it.
Are you feeling okay?
No, nothing like that. Do you mind going first? I'm too nervous right now.
His eyes were pleading. Since he was offering his spot, Jinwoo saw no reason to refuse. Jinwoo agreed. He understood the man's feelings. Those few minutes in the room could determine your future. Anyone would be nervous. Jinwoo got up and approached the employee.
Name?
Sung Jinwoo.
Sung Jinwoo-si. All right, place your hand on that black surface and wait.
Following the instructions, Jinwoo walked to the measuring device and placed his hand on the black surface.
Huh? He was already tested as an E-ranker?
The employee glanced at Jinwoo's file, slightly amused. Almost every hunter who came for a retest was an E-ranker. The employee looked at Jinwoo with disdain and then activated the measuring device. The machine whirred for a moment and then finished its measurement. The results appeared on.
What? That can't be right.
Jinwoo removed his hand and the employee, looking puzzled, said,
Hold on. We need to try again.
Oh, okay.
Jinwoo placed his palm on the machine once more.
What's going on?
This had never happened before. The employee's expression grew more serious. Of all days for the measuring device to malfunction, the employee apologized to Jinwoo.
Sorry, just one more time.
Following the repeated instruction, Jinwoo placed his hand on the machine again and left it there.
Why is this happening?
The employee started to sweat. The people outside began to notice something was off.
What's going on? Did something happen?
How many times is he going to run the test?
Looks like something's wrong.
Feeling the eyes on him, the employee began sweating more.
Damn it, what should I do?
While the employee stood there panicking,
What's going on? Where did Chang-shik go? Why are you alone?
the employee turned around. Yoongi-soo, the deputy of the reception office, was standing behind the employee.
Deputy Young.
Seeing a familiar face, the employee relaxed a bit.
Sunbae went to the bathroom.
Doesn't he know what time it is? Leaving his station like that?
Young-gi-soo stopped mid-sentence.
Well, I'm not exactly at my post either.
Regardless, it was fortunate he had come by. With the senior employee absent, this poor newbie was drenched in sweat. Time for a veteran to step up.
What's the issue? What's wrong?
There's something wrong with the machine.
The measuring device?
Yes, look, the results keep showing an error.
The employee moved aside, showing the monitor with the error message. Young-gi-soo's expression hardened.
How long have you been working here?
About 6 months. Did I mess something up?
No. Call Chang-shik and tell him to come back immediately.
Sir?
This is no time for breaks. Call him now.
Young-gi-soo's voice rose in urgency. The employee flinched and stammered.
What's happening, Deputy?
This isn't just an error. It's saying measurement impossible. Don't you understand what that means?
Huh? It's not just a regular error message?
Why were all the new hires so incompetent? Young-gi-soo shifted his focus from the employee to the person being tested.
Thanks for watching Solo Leveling on AnimeFan Narrations. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.